I completely forgot. I completely forgot about the latest death battle video. I was looking forward to watching it. I almost forgot. I was literally about to shut off OBS, put my microphone away, put the webcam away. But then I saw it on my YouTube feed, the latest death battle video. It's almost had 1 million views already, and it's Wile E. Coyote versus Tom Cat, Looney Tunes versus Tom and Jerry. And based on what I'm looking at here, it's going to be an animated death battle video. You know, animated 2D animation. Welcome everybody. Latest death battle reaction. Got my death battle shirt here, even though it's 2 sizes too small. Hey, what are you gonna do, right? So yeah, it's gonna be Wile E. Coyote versus Tom Cat, and I was looking forward to this one. Couldn't watch it yesterday because it was so busy in this house, and I just thought, yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and react to it. I'm gonna need my hat. I'm gonna need to keep this hair back. I'm gonna try to get this here. Wow, dude, I feel great. But yeah, the video itself is 21.5 minutes, less with the outro and intro. And hold on, I'm going to make sure we have the actual video recording out. We'll do that. And yeah, we're going to stop delaying it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and put on the death battle video.
Wile E. Coyote, the fastest and furriestest of the Looney Tunes.
Tom Cat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it and we're here to deliver.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. I gotta say it all the time, man.
In tales told over shimmering campfire by the tribespeople of North America,
The tribespeople of North America? Hey!
As Coyote. To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity. To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and
He was
return
then
to life.
descended to
And
killing.
to the brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great Coyote stalks the
What the fuck? Carnivorous vulgaris, roadrunners digestus, eatabis, anything is. But what the fuck is this? Coyote is what the biggest gun is. The last one. Come on.
American Southwest, hunting his indefatigable prey, the Roadrunner. And this modern Wile E.
1937, 207, eternally hungry.
Spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wiley was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His
Wait,
father
what?
raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory. On the face, an easy task. Coyotes are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour.
Damn,
Though that's
43
cold
miles.
comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time.
Frankly, it's incredible that Wiley manages to consistently keep up with his prey at all, but he does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast
Really?
enough to outrun Wiley.
But almost as fast.
I remember
isn't
watching these
fast enough.
cartoons.
Fortunately, Wiley's gotten
I remember watching these cartoons as a kid, and I always wanted Wile E. Coyote to one day catch that Roadrunner. Because that Roadrunner is always causing trouble. I know there was a few times where he did catch him, but then it was like, nah, didn't get him fully.
endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
He's got your classics like dynamite, anvils, and spring-loaded boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10 billion volt electromagnet,
10 billion.
and a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit favorite.
Many of which he invented himself and uses in excruciatingly detailed schemes. that inevitably go awry. Despite being a self-described super genius, Wile has an officially measured IQ of 3.
That's
What?
the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do the hard work for him?
Acme sells any product that you can
Acme.
imagine, and Wile is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops. Oh, don't worry, I'm
Where did he get the money though? Where did Wiley call it? Where is he getting the money though? That's what I want to know. What? No, is his father rich? Did he inherit it?
spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clone-O-Matic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
Too bad half the stuff Wiley uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners.
Oh,
Man
fuck.
cannot
I
catch
did
a
not
break,
know that.
but he sure can take some punishment.
No matter the severity of his failures, Wiley is still a toon and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded, melted, blasted into a constellation, and overall verbed
I
for
only
the
know
last
half of this stuff.
87 years straight without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Similar to the immortal Coyote of Sewetmuk legend.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Ah, so close.
Believe it or not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Loony DNA. Every
Loony
toon's got
DNA?
it, not just the loony ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased off the page.
In addition to Daffy's survival of total erasure on 2 occasions, other toons like Furball have regenerated from soul destruction, and Bugs returned from informational destruction in Space Jam: A New Legacy. Oh yeah, that was fucking messed up, dude. I watched that movie. The movie sucked. That ending though with Bugs and then him coming back was just silly.
Essentially dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the laws of physics as we know them.
That's why Wiley developed a counter to this immortality, the Loony DNA Dissolver, which
Wait,
leaves
what?
toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are. Yet again, so close. You can't say
was gonna
he hasn't
kill?
tried everything.
It was Wiley's experience as a veteran toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming tiny toons
What
how
is
to
this?
use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system.
What is this animated show where there's a university? Where there's an Acme University and like the Tiny Toons are in it? Yeah, I know who the Tiny Toons are. Don't look.
With more experienced toons like Wiley who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wiley should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney
What's
Tune,
Elmer
like
Fudd?
traveling
Well, that's not
between
Elmer
different
Fudd.
mediums
That's Elmer
or
Fudd.
altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up the entire universe.
What?
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
What the?
And then suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject failure at his life mission.
Let's
He's-
see what he did. Let's see what he did. He blew up the sun. He grew to the size of a planet, turned into a constellation twice, survived an impact the size of North America. That's huge. Withstood smashing a portion of the moon. Matched Roadrunner's immeasurable speed. Oh yeah, he did that. I saw that. Scored on the Monstars and Don Cheeto. Yeah, Space Jam Legacy. Hunted Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, Marvin the Martian, Energizer Bunny, and the Geico? What?
helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball, and even, oh snap, caught the Roadrunner! Oh wait,
Yeah, there were
never
some-
mind.
there were some
So
times he caught him.
damn close.
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67,
There's a comic?
Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,766,842 times. Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
Damn.
Takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness, too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes.
That's true.
There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
And by God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
No.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to
really?
be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated short.
The Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except by going beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. Yeah. No outside force can harm the Coyote, only his own ineptitude or failure of Acme products. The Coyote could stop any time if he were not a fanatic. Repeat, a fanatic is one who redoubles his effort when he goes forgotten to say George. Satyana. No dialogue ever except beep beep. The Roadrunner must stay on the road, otherwise logically we would not be called the Roadrunner. I did notice that. All actions must be confined to the natural environment of the two characters, the Southwest American desert. All materials, tools, weapons, or mechanical conveniences must be obtained from the Acme Corporation. Okay. Whenever possible, make gravity the Coyote's greatest enemy. We do see him fall. And he goes... And it's like a whistle. The Coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures.
That superseded Coyote's reality warping tune abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones' departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile Coyote. In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry failson? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile Coyote. The year was 1939. War raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
Oh wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Regardless
this.
of their names' origin, William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tom Cat chases Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking, I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is, let's say, very much from the 1940s.
And if you're like me, all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face.
That's what...
Despite my well-done...
Gonna be honest, I wanted Tom to win as well. I wanted the Chasers to win, but they never do. Oh, man.
Documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy, flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as not
Should I watch cat videos? Let me know in the comments below.
And hunt
funny
in the
cat
dawn
videos
and evening.
Tom specifically is a...
We have these fucking cats, these stray cats, roaming around my neighborhood, and they get in my fucking backyard, and they just stand there or sit or whatever on our fence. And when I shine a light on them at night, they go away. Like, it's fucking annoying. My dogs almost got one of those cats, but it ran away.
British Shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mouse kind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find around the average American household, like baseball bats, lead pipes,
and guns. Lots and lots of guns. But he's got wackier things like a magic wand, a robo-cat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light and Dark, which severs you from your own shadow. Or
What?
the Rewind Remote, which can move your victim backwards through time.
And you can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's, of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily
think-
improvisational, which fits his quick thinking
I wonder if they're going to include footage from that Tom and Jerry movie that came out a couple years ago.
and fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bouts with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived.
Well, mostly.
Oh.
Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times.
I've seen. Oh man, oh god, the one with the guillotine, man. I was actually like, oh, what to find out that Tom got freaking decapitated by a guillotine, man. I watched that episode and I started crying, man. I'm like, oh, why did he die? But then I saw the next episode and was like, oh, he's alive. Wait, what the fuck?
But little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
Oh, Wiz was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or he can physically go get them back from hell, where all cats go.
Extremely hardcore for a
What
tune,
the
but
fuck?
there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the 2 characters in Pierce Egan's delightful
Wait,
Life
what?
in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry,
Oh, okay,
which
that's the
later
origin.
became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles were roused the times Tom destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up the sun.
Wait. What did Tom just do?
The times Tom destroyed
Did he just do a Kamehameha blast?
a planet-busting
Ah! Did he just do that?
asteroid, lifted up the sun, and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He taked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light speeds.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now.
80 Oh,
But
there's
what
the
may
footage.
surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase.
Chase. What?
Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain.
What
leading
is
the
this?
goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom.
What the fuck is
who
this?
repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors used the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
Well, it may sound
Exactly.
completely insane. It
Exactly.
is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose
Oh,
lore
it's
is
a
not
mobile
entirely in
game.
keeping with the spirit of the
Are you
source
fucking
material.
kidding me?
However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive
What?
Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
It's canon!
The gods may grant
Oh my
us
God.
mere mortals some heavenly push.
No.
No.
Rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
19.
I
Oh,
could
nice.
watch him
That's
on
it?
repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no
What?
better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
Okay, I think they included a couple of shots from the animation / live action movie that came out this decade. But what the hell? There's a Chinese Tom and Jerry game licensed by Warner Brothers Animation, which makes it canon. So that's why they included it in this. But anyways, let's look back into it. Wile E. Coyote, Tom Cat, who's gonna win? Based on what I'm looking at here, I'm gonna guess Wile E. Coyote. I'm just gonna say it. I think he's gonna be the winner. It might end with that, or it might be like the Courage and the Scooby Doo death battle where it was a truce. Who knows? But right now, I'm going for Wile E. Coyote. If it ends in a truce, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, is this gonna be the? Actually, I want to look at this ad.
Guess what? Death Battle has merch now.
Ooh.
That's right, Boomstick, and you can pick some up for
Well, they
yourself
got their
on our
merch
brand
bag.
new website, deathbattle.gg.
Are they gonna have a new Death Battle shirt that I can wear that I can actually fit me? Because I feel like this thing's constricting my torso.
Click the merch tab at the top. We've got mugs, stickers, shirts, and more.
I'm partial to the official researcher's notebook. I promise it's not a death note.
Oh no.
It says so right on the cover.
I would want to get one, but I already got one. I already have a researcher's notebook.
Sure. There's also exclusive merch for website members, like my beer cooler, which keeps my beer nice and cold. And I guess, theoretically, other beverages too.
Yeah.
Then there's the limited time game over.
Do those things really keep the beer or any cold drink cold? How does that work? I gotta look it up.
I guess, theoretically, other beverages too.
Then there's the limited time game over tee, which won't be available much longer, so if you want it, go grab it quick.
I need to get
We'll be
it.
releasing
I
more
need a new
stuff
Death
throughout
Battle
the
shirt.
year,
I
so
need
check
that
back
one.
for updates. Picking up an item or two really helps support independent Death Battle, so we want to say a big thank you to everybody that's already placed an order.
Head over to deathbattle.gg and pick the piece of Death Battle swag that's right for you.
Oh, it's going straight to it. Okay. Oh, here
All
we
right,
go.
the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a Death Battle!
I'm going for Wile E. Coyote. Why is the house mouse must asshole? Felis cactus perpetuate. What? So they use actual voice actors for the sounds. Roadrunner, greater Roadrunner? Meekus Beepus. Canish Schmuckus. Alright. Oh, that's creepy as hell. Fight! Oh! Okay, no, maybe it's a sound pack. What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did it suddenly switch to a battlefield?
Come on, you apes! You wanna live forever!
What the hell is happening here? What is happening here? They're in a house, now we're in a World War I? Fat. Bird. Oh, okay, yep, there we go. Oh. You're staying with me, man. High speed tonic. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you probably should have ran out of the way. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot they bricked the fourth wall. Oh, Wile Coyote does. DNA resolver. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, broken bones and shit, dude. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh. He lived?
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
He won. Now you call him, guys. He did win. Okay. I guess I was right.
Oh, thank God one of them actually died this time. I mean, no! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were
Stats,
strong
okay.
enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
And while Tom could move
Yeah, that was
faster
true.
than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats.
Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had.
The
That's
biggest
true.
being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with
I mean, it's
actual
kinda is the
DNA
same, yeah.
molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights.
How smart
He
was
definitely
he?
gets the edge there.
Oh, and Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big
That is so
question.
true.
Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative and
No.
force bad luck and see the DNA Dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his, toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam.
Where
Oh,
Wile yet again
no.
fails against the Roadrunner.
Oh, wait, no, the first one was
but
pretty- I
against
liked
the
it.
villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel. More
he-
than anyone
it
else.
is.
But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for. Coyote and Roadrunner
That's true.
cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA Dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention, a direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
And
that's true.
especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile, whereas Wile
I know that episode. I didn't watch it, but it was this was a horrible, horrible episode, man. Oh, it was one of the darkest moments of like kids shows, dude. It was the ending was Tom and Jerry depressed, sitting on a train track as the sound of a train was approaching them, and they cut to black before anything happened. That was a dark moment. And I only know this because I actually watched a video about the darkest moments in TV in like kids shows.
Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wiley gave one hell of a chase.
That's why
and left
Wiley
Tom
wins.
Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile Coyote.
Coyote.
Next time on Death Battle.
So, Miles Morales versus. Oh, okay, no. Versus Deku.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna be honest, I might go see that one. Because it has Miles Morales, but I don't know anything about My Hero Academia. I know Deku. I know some of the characters because I watched them. Because I watch clips and stuff on YouTube and on Twitter. But I might go watch that video when it comes out. I don't know when it's. I don't know if I will or not. But overall, it was a good death battle video. We learned a lot of stuff. How Tom and Jerry came to be. What was their origin? Wile E. Coyote, some stuff. Still questioning about why there was an Acme University. If anybody knows in the comments below, let me know in the comments below. I don't watch cartoons a lot anymore. Well, like Looney Tunes cartoons. Yeah, I mean, I watched it. Yeah, who hasn't? But yeah, overall, great video. I predicted Wile E. Coyote would win, and he won. But yeah, but that's gonna be all for you guys. Thank you for watching this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you got any recommendations on any previous death battles that came out, I'll let you just go ahead and write them in the comments below. All right, later, guys.